Welcome back to Drive Your Thoughts podcast. I'm your host, Master Coach Carrie Marshall, and it's time to go after those goals.
Yeah, whether ready or not, life's coming hard, no breaks, no stop. And if you put me on the spot, don't get it twisted, I never drop. If you feel a bit out of control and out the box, here's a way that you could drive your thoughts. Turn this podcast on, it's a lock. Carrie Marshall on the clock.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm so excited for today. Today we're going to do a little bit something different. We've done book reviews in the past because you know how much I love a good book review and you know how much I love to read. But what we're going to do today is I'm going to tell you a little bit about my writing process. Right now, I am right in the middle of writing my own book, and it's been really exciting. And I just wanted to kind of mention a couple of things about book writing, but I want you to stay tuned to the end because I'm actually going to read the very first introduction to my book so that you can all kind of get excited with me about this book process. So, I was just talking to a friend of mine about how easy it is to write a book. And he said, I don't ever think I heard somebody say that it's easy to write a book. But I know that book writing is not for everyone, but what I want to offer for all of you is that book writing does not have to be hard. It really can be your thoughts on a piece of paper. And then what you want to do is just go back through and just continue to refine it, tune it up. But you really can just start with like your thoughts on a page. And that is how we create books. So I have always wanted to be an author. It is one of my dreams that I've had since I was a little kid. It has been something that I've always felt at home with books. It's been something that I've had a lot of great experiences through reading. I've connected with a lot of people through reading. And so being an author has always been something that I've wanted to do. And then, of course, I did start ghostwriting. So I was writing other people's books. But for some reason, I kept putting off my own dream. And as I was on a trip recently, I realized I don't want to put off the thing that I have always wanted most anymore. There's never going to be a better time. There's not a better topic. And so what I did was I sat down and I just started to brainstorm words. Like, what makes sense to me? What am I excited about? And of course, I put goals and aspirations and action and success and all of these things. And then I put dreams on there. And so then I just continued to just kind of brainstorm, dump all these words out. And at one point I put wild on there. I love when anybody says that's wild. I just love that. It always creates so much joy for me. And so as I was looking through all of these words that I put on a piece of paper, all of a sudden Dream Wild came and just jumped out of the page. And I was like, that's my book. I knew instantly when I could take two words that was going to be the topic for my book. And so my book and what I actually have ended up writing about is how as adults, oftentimes we drop our dreams or we put them on the back burner because life happens, right? Or we get to a point where we've created a lot of success in our life. And so then we're like, well, now what? I had one guy that was really successful by the age of about 25, 26. And he came to me and he was like, I don't know what else to do. He's like, I've had the thing. I've had the success, the money, cars, women, all of these things. He's like, I've had it all. I don't know what else to do. I've created the multi-million-dollar business. And so when we talk about this particular book, this is for my friends who are 30s and 40s and 50s, 60s, beyond 30, who are really wanting to remember how to dream wild again, how to drop judgment and fear and all of these things, being bored with our lives, feeling like we're hollow, like we're not ourselves. That's what this book is all about, is learning how to reconnect to ourselves enough to say, I want that thing and I'm willing to go after it, which is why I actually ended up writing my book. So what I want to do today is I actually want to read the introduction for you, a little bit of it, not the full thing, but I want to just kind of read the introduction to you because I think that it's going to help all of you kind of understand where I was coming from when I wrote this book and why it has become like such a passion for me to write this book, regardless of what happens with it, right? All right, so let's get going on the introduction to Dream Wild. Picture this. I am sitting on a beach in Maui as the sun begins its dramatic descent. The tranquil beach is alive as it transforms into a panoramic display with fiery oranges and soft golden hues. A canvas set ablaze, painting my world with a newfound vitality. The beach, which is usually calm, is alive. Tourists clutching at their phones, scrambling to capture this inspiring moment so they can post it on social media and make their friends jealous. There I was, firmly planted in the heart of the breathtaking spectacle, armed not with a camera, but a pen and a notebook, fulfilling a dream I'd held close since I was a little girl. I wasn't simply an observer of the sunset, trying to capture the scene through a screen. Nope. I was fully immersed in the act of creation, painstakingly weaving the fabric of this book into existence. That's when the truth hit me with a stunning clarity. Here I was, nestled on the sandy shore, a spectator to the closing act of the day while crafting my own book. I was amidst the manifestation of my very own wild dream. I was penning down the magic of chasing wild dreams while living my own. This vibrant reality was a testament to my audacious, wild dream, shaping itself right before my eyes. What a wonderful, surreal experience to be writing about wild dreams while actively living my own. Rewind to a few years ago, and if you'd asked me about the dreams that really got my heart pumping, I'd have shared two of them. Number one, to write a book that doesn't just exist, but lights fires in people's hearts. And number two, to soak up the beauty of Hawaii as much as I can. Cut to today, and here I am smack dab in the center of those dreams, living them in full Technicolor. But hey, let's not sugarcoat it. Charting my path to this dream was not a cakewalk. It was an expedition of epic proportions, a crusade where I had to put on my armor of unwavering faith, unyielding grit, and a daring audacity to dream so wild it would make a lion blush. And guess what? That's the adventurous journey I'm so stoked to take you on. Dream Wild, this treasure you hold, is not just a string of words. It's an electrifying declaration of the mind-blowing power of dreaming with wild abandon. It's about strapping into the roller coaster of wild dreams and steering them into the breathtaking reality you can create. It's dreaming big and then betting on yourself. It's being brave enough to take bold action regardless of other people's opinions. In this hamster wheel of our world, we often allow the enchanting magic of dreaming to slip through our fingers. We get so sucked into our daily grind, so wrapped up in the yawn-inducing routine that we lose touch with the nuclear reactor of potential bubbling within us. This potential, this untamed, unbridled powerhouse is our God-given ability to dream in widescreen Technicolor and then mold our life into the very dream we envisioned. This book is your golden ticket to break free from the same mold and dive headfirst into the holy cow. It's a call to awaken the titanic well of potential lurking within you, chomping at the bit to be unleashed. So buckle up. Let's embark on this wild ride together, and let's dream so wild it will make God smile down on us and yell, "Let's go!" Yelled like every single teenager I know right now. So that's just a little piece of that book, but I'm really excited about it. You know, the one thing that's come to me that's been amazing about writing and this writing process is how many of you have inspired excerpts or sections or even chapters of this book. I find that it is such an honor for me to be able to hold space and to be able to be the person that you tell your wild dreams to. from anything from, I want to create a multi-million business to I want to sell a multi-million-dollar business to I want to get my family back, or I want to find the love of my life, to small things like I want to, I want to rent out a movie theater for my entire family, or I want to create this type of experience. It is such an honor for me to be able to hold space for all of your dreams. And it really does create a sense of awe within me when you tell me what your wild dreams are. And then, I think that it's actually one of my superpowers to be able to help people understand like what the process is to get there. And so I just have been so grateful for you to allow me to be part of your journey, whether it's one-on-one coaching, or I've seen you as I've spoke at different places, retreats, events that I've been able to speak at, or even just how we have been able to talk on social media. I have several friends that I've never even coached before, but we've connected through different avenues. And it's been really fun to be able to get to know you and watch you create your own dreams. And so what I want to do right now is I want to invite anybody that's listening to this podcast, whether we're new friends or whether we've been friends for a while. If you would like your story told in my book and you would like to tell me about how you've had a wild dream, I would love to hear it. And I would love to include it in the book if you want me to, because I do think that there's so much power when we can actually motivate people through our stories. And, as many stories as I have, it is just such a small little slice of the actual epic wildness that people are coming up with and what they are creating in their lives. And I want to make sure that we include a lot of those in the book. So I hope you've liked this little tiny glimpse into the book. I'm really excited about it. I've written all of it, and now I'm just going back through and kind of tweaking it, adding stories, taking some things out, just in the editing process of it. But it's been so much fun. So I can't wait for Dream Wild to come out. We don't have a date yet for its release date, but stay tuned. We'll definitely be doing a book club together, which was going to be really fun too. But what I want to leave with all of you is that I never think that you're too old to stop dreaming, and you're never, ever past the point of being able to say, that is something that I want in my life, and now it's up to me to go and get it. So remember, everybody, it's time to dream wild again. It's time to create those epic adventures that you've always wanted to have so that you can say to yourself, I did that. I'll catch you next time. Bye. Thanks for listening to this podcast episode. If you're ready to get in the driver's seat of your own life, you can come and follow me at Drive Your Thoughts Coaching on Instagram, or come and see more ways to work with me at driveyourthoughts.com.
Yeah, whether ready or not, life's coming hard, no breaks, no stop. And if you put me on the spot, don't get it twisted, I never drop. If you feel a bit out of control and out the box, here's a way that you could drive your thoughts. Turn this podcast on, it's a lock. Carrie Marshall on the clock.